Ready to roll?
I'm ready.
All right.
You always start the morning with gratitude and...
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it like as far as just on my walks, morning walks, but I want to be a little more intentional about it, like writing it down, like 3 things every day, because it really does change your mind. And so when I go on my morning walks, it really helps. Like when I think about that stuff, everything I'm thankful for and thanking God. And so what I want to do is I want to start writing down at least 3, like just being really intentional. Especially on practice days, kind of get my mind right before I go practice. I printed this out last night too, so I can keep that as a reminder at least, like my goal for this year, and then the skills that I'm trying to master right now. So things that I'm trying to think about. So today, this is what I'm working on. I'm back and look between feet. I'm trying to have a straight line in pushes, and the way I get that is by loading the hips, activating the glutes instead of my erectors, and then a rigid foot, keeping the ankle flexed off first push, and then first movement. I had a weird movement where I was like, I start with my left foot forward, and I was bringing my right arm forward before I went back. So right now we're like, all right, that's the opposite direction. We need boom right here. So one thing at a time, master that, and then the list will change later. So time to get to work. Is there more to life than being really, really ridiculously good looking? I don't think so.
I'm still waiting on you to buy the wood.
That's the boss right there. So I got to make sure I look good, and I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing while she's out here.
Every day you're not here.
No, for sure, definitely am. Mic'd up, baby. Are you trying to join? No? Cool, good talk, good talk. Yeah, cool, good talk. Nothing, just talking to you. This may not look like much, but it's actually activating my glutes pretty good. So this movement right here is actually like, what you want to see is my hips turning or are they dipping? Because that can give you a hint and insight into like maybe what you need to get done as far as hip distractions, or go see a trainer. Same thing with my shoulders twisting, dipping. So this is like a good movement screen for any coaches watching, and then also for me to be mindful of. Oh, got some Eldoa stretches. Let's go do those real quick. What's up, Tron? What's up, dog? Oh yeah, this is going on my YouTube, just so you guys know.
It was so funny. It was really. Who would I be? Friends and the Sopranos are not the same.
Get the body primed. Ew.
Well, I just feel like I look awkward.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, bud. It's all good, buddy. Hip circles, side bends. Bring it around town. Bring it around. Going to pump you up. Little leg pump right now. I hook it up to a one-way valve so it pulls vacuum, and you can see like my sleeve right here, it's on there nice and tight around my knee. So it feels like it's really well connected. That's why we use a one-way valve and a pump. Good to go, baby. Water's for the weak. That reminded me of Rush Hour when Chris Tucker's like, oh, Kata, and he's like, oh, y'all look alike. Well, I'm breathing right now, as you can tell. These are day 1 warm-ups, so the harder days, because it's 2 by every drill for 30 meters. So let's see. We got a couple more exercises and we're done. Straight leg bounds, flex leg for frequency, high knees, fast leg A, fast leg B. This is good though. You want to be like breathing like this. So that way you get the steady heart rate. Sweating a little bit. Let's go, B. All right, come on. Flex leg bound. This is my roommate.
What's going on, everybody?
Magic Mayhew. Nick Mayhew. Show him the hair real quick. Show it off real quick.
Sneak peek.
Yeah. The Dennis Rodman. The Dennis Rodman of track. Yeah, that's right. Before, last week he was Slim Shady. Just got to mix it up in the ladies, man. Keep them going.
Trent, do y'all practice together?
I'm starting to practice out with them now more frequently. So last week I started practicing with them. It's pretty cool because you get that team atmosphere and team camaraderie, and it's a lot of fun. And Nick's my roommate too, so it's fun being out here with him. Yeah. All right, you ready? You ready? No, I wasn't going to lean back. You ready?
Yep.
Set, go. I got my warm-up drills. Can't be messing around like that. This is kind of like for dogs. If you get lost, you can find them. So this helps coach keep tabs on me before or after practice when I go on the weekends and stuff. No, I'm just playing. This is definitely this is for timing. You'll see there's the taller cones right now that are set up over there. Those are for timing. Right now we're about to do flex leg bounce for frequency, and we're gonna time it. Actually, speaking of which, I need to pump up. Get pumped up, baby. Going to pump you up like Arnold. You know what I mean? I'm gonna buy a bark collar for that dog. Oh, I thought that was another dog, dude. That's just my roommate, Javon. Come on, dude. You know I have my 4mm on me. The thing is, you didn't put it back last time.
I put it right next to it.
Yes. Specific instructions. Please put it back in the bag, so you heard it here.
Close enough, hey.
You were. That was progress.
Adjacent.
You know what? It's better than him taking it back to his room, so I'll give him that.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a win for me, actually.
Little progress.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Here you go. This should be. If not, there's a few.
the-
Yeah. Which one you want? The T?
T1, yeah.
Okay. So needy, dude. Oh, actually, this might actually work.
Thank you, sir.
We'll check, make sure. If the shoe fits,
The leg foots.
if the leg fits, right? All right. You ready, Coach Mac? Are you gonna get chipped up, bro?
Chipped up now?
Your state of mind. Your state of mind. Your state of mind.
You still down to go out there with me?
Yeah.
All right. Multiple jump series into the sand. I want to train in the rain because I think it's going to rain in Paris at our Worlds in July.
It's supposed to rain a lot at that time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It might be warm or rainy, but either way, I'm like, I want to try and take advantage of all our rainy days because we don't have many.
Yeah. For sure.
And it rained in Tokyo, and I was like, damn it. What's that?
Your state of mind.
I'm glad we got a rainy day practicing. We won't have them often. I don't want to be one of those athletes that is afraid or complaining because of the rain. I want to be one of those athletes like, yes, I'll live for this moment. Let's go. Rainy day session done. My toes are soggy. The rainy day practice, so I personally felt like it was important for me to get it in because I think there's a high likely chance it's going to rain at our world champs in Paris. So I want to try and get them in because in SoCal we don't have very many of those days. Leg swap. Oh, in Tokyo. Yeah, it was cold, man. So we had been training in, where was it? It was somewhere in Japan. I think they said Kato. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but it was somewhere in Japan. Where were we training? This is the Air Force Base. Yokota. Yokota Air Force Base, and it was hot and humid and rainy, but it was hot and humid. So it was fine. And we had great training sessions. And then as soon as we get to Tokyo, it was gloomy, cold, and rainy, dude. There was like, at the very beginning, like a few days where it was sunny and nice. But I competed towards the end, and by the time my competition was gone, it was cold, man. It was cold and it was raining. And yeah, it was just tough. Tougher elements, but came out there with a bronze, so it was good. So you're not sure exactly sometimes what resources you'll have as far as like warm up and stuff. But we had a call room tent, so I tried to stay warm as much as I could, and where this is the Tokyo warm-ups. So I made a few adjustments as far as like some of the drills I would be laying down, like the dynamic flexibility drills, and did more stuff like standing leg swings and whatnot. So kind of just adapted, and then get out there and do my thing. But I feel like it wasn't really raining too much during my warm-ups. I had a little break, but then as soon as we got out there, it was raining. So I mean, it was one of those things that you're just in the midst of a competition you just stay warm. And in my mind, I mean, I wasn't thinking about how cold it was. I was more like thinking about like making finals, because I was not, it came down to one last jump for me, like my third jump to make finals. So I was like just thinking, dude, one jump at a time, just focus on this next jump, make the finals. And then in the finals, it was like, all right, come on, like just focus on this jump that's coming up, trying to bring it back to like just focus on me and not the scoreboard, even though I glanced at it and stuff, and I was like, gosh dang, dude, like you gotta get going, bro. You gotta start jumping. So it was probably more mentally tough or challenging for me than it was physically. Trying to pull my hip back in the socket a little better. Started getting really tight. A lot of times with the prosthetic, man, it's like, dude, such a height discrepancy when you're walking around, and then especially like those bounds and stuff can just have a lot of force in your hip socket, and if it's not sitting in there good, a little bit off, then it can start bugging you. We don't want that. Yeah, last Monday I strained my adductor, so it was a minor strain, but it pretty much took me out all week, and I was really good about like recovery and stuff. So Friday I was able to have a decent practice. It was still pretty sore, but I did a good job of resting and recovering this weekend. So today, honestly, I didn't even notice it, which is really, really solid. And then before that, dude, I had from March until like recently, I had nerve pain in my hamstring. I started with a strain, and then it was like just nerve stuff going on, and it took a long time for me to correct my form, because we like identified what the cause was. So it took a while. But I think, that's just, those kind of things happen when you're at a certain level in the sport, and a certain age too. Like body's gonna, like I'm producing a lot more power now than I did when I was 20, and the stress on my body with more power, and then being a little bit older takes a little more time to recover. So I got to just be smart. But for me, I think the one big thing that I had to be really mindful of was taking time to recover and like do more like active recovery days, instead of just how many days a week can I practice, where, that worked for me when I was younger in my 20s, and it was awesome, and made a lot of progress doing that. But the thing is, then you get to a point where you're producing a lot of power and you don't recover as quickly as before. So I have to be a lot smarter about like sleeping, and about getting massage and getting some like soft tissue treatment, like acupuncture, stuff like that. So it is what it is, man. So it's kind of just training smarter, not harder now. Whereas before it was like, dude, I'm work twice as hard as everybody else, kind of thing. And that worked, and that's usually more in a developmental stage though, that works. So now I have to do more stuff like this, where I take more time to like recover after practice. Whereas before didn't necessarily need to do this, but I'm also a lot smarter now and I'm more mindful. And I remember one of my coaches telling me that as soon as you turn around 30, you have more of a mind-body connection. And I think that just comes with experience as an athlete, and you start to understand your body a little more, like what's going on, what it feels like. And then if you're a student of your sport, you learn how to correct it, just like you learn skills and how to get better, and you're trying to master the art of your sport. Same thing with recovery. You got to learn how to take care of your body. And I don't have a full-time trainer that works with me to give me soft tissue treatment, and we do have great access to some, but it's not like they're down here, or I can necessarily like just go walk up to sports med and get treatment. Usually you kind of have to schedule in advance, which is tough for one of those like spur of the moments of like, hey, like this is how my body's feeling. Like, can I get someone to work on it real quick? So one of the things I was working on today is my first movement. My right arm needs to be going back instead of going forward then back. And then the other one is loading like my glutes and hips a little bit better, so that when I push off my first step, that I'm not using my rectors, my back, to extend, that I'm using more glutes to extend my hips. And so we see a straighter line for more power, to be more efficient in accelerations. And then if I can do those good, the third one is a rigid foot, so that on my first push that I don't collapse. Like if this is my ankle, that I don't collapse like this. It's more like, here's my foot, boom, and I push off of it. So those are my like, get those things down to where it's second nature, and then we'll go on to the next thing. But I mean, aside from that, it's healthy. Keep my body healthy. That's the biggest priority, because if I'm not healthy, then I can't even go to the track. So that's why these things, even though they're tedious and oh, my other teammates are eating lunch right now, I need to do this. I need to spend time doing this. Otherwise, I can't train with them. So it's really about just taking care of yourself. And I have some great like mentors and coaches. Chris Mack's awesome. He's coaching me here in person, and then my other coach is Dan Pfaff. He writes my programs and we review film. So Chris and I will get on Zoom meetings with him, and it's almost like, all right, so you have a head coach and then an assistant coach. Dan is my head coach. Coach Mack is my assistant coach, and it's awesome because for me, I'm like, dude, this is just the best case scenario, because Dan can't be here. He's in Texas. And I think in my mind, he's one of the smartest coaches in the world. And I've had a lot of great coaches. And so I feel very fortunate to have him in my corner. And then along the years, having worked with a lot of great other coaches that have helped me get to where I am today. But right now, Dan Pfaff is my head coach. Chris Mack is my assistant coach, Chris Mack is my head coach on site. But it's cool because Dan has a lot of wisdom. And so when we like texting video and stuff, or like in our Zoom calls, it's like, I feel like I'm drinking from a fire hose. Like really, I can only drink so much, but there's so much information there. So I have them all recorded so I can look back later and continue to learn, because every time I watch like a video of his that I've had in the past, it's like, there's always something I can pick out and learn. So it's really cool. I feel like I'm in a good place, and I decided to make those changes this year because I knew that I needed some more stuff, and I was battling with an injury, and I needed help, and he was able to help me get recovered. And so there's proof in the pudding, and I feel like I'm getting better, and I'm getting smarter as an athlete, and that's very important to me, because the wiser I get, the better athlete I'll be, and then also more people I can help. The most important thing for me is, did I maximize my day? Like, did I do absolutely like the most I could that is good, like really good for me to do? So like, more isn't better for me. If I did what my coach wanted me to do, that's the maximum amount he would want me to do. Anything more is typically like, he's like, dude, you need to stop doing this kind of stuff, because I have a problem of thinking more is better. So if I'm able to do the goals that him and I have set, then I know I'm going to be in a great place to compete this season. So I don't really focus on what my competition is doing, because I think that I have a better coach than them. Or I know I do. And the biggest thing is just, you got to trust the process, man. Like, whoever you work with, you got to trust that they have your best interest in mind. And if they don't, like, then you got problems. But like when you set goals with them, your goals should align with each other. And then if they don't, then you know that maybe, hey, either your goals are not smart goals, like they're not obtainable or something, or you need to switch coaches or something. But we have the same goals in mind, and I know that if I if I trust this program and I maximize being really effective in each one, like very high quality practices and recovering to the best of my abilities on the other days, you're going to see a really good season, and I'm going to go out there and whoop some ass. I'm going to need a couple extra distractions, not going to lie. On the night, blame it on me. Oh, feels so good on the hamstring. Dude, the audio, whoever's doing it today is killing it, dude. Some throwbacks. Reminds me of like high school dances. Just makes me want to start moving my leg in this motion right now. Hurts so good. Me feel like I'm the only one in this world. Looking good, Meg. Looking good. Looking good. See you taking those selfies. Oh, easy, bud. I'll pop a nut, dude. Deep stretch. It's deep burn. All right, come on, one more. Uno mas. All right, we're good. That's good. It's what the doctor ordered. Electrolyte time, baby. Nobody needs to be cramping up in the weight room. Let's go, B. Time to swap out the shoes. All right. Oh, this hurts my shoulder. Oh, what is wrong with my shoulder? All right, let's get to it. Man, my shoulder is jacked up, dude. Keep up. Day one. Distractions. All right, 2x2 full, 2x1 full. Let's go. All right. Nice and easy. That's so loud, dude. Come on, uno mas from full. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. All right, what did I start with? All right, yeah, buddy. Oh, easy, baby. Easy. Chris, can you see if I'm extending with my erectors instead of my glutes in this? Come on. Was I extending through my back though? No. All right.
No, you just got it short from your hips.
All right.
And then drive all the way through.
All right. All right, cool. Nice shoes, man. Look at those kicks, bro.
$15, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, I seriously think they're cool, man, with the outfit.
Yeah, thanks. I got them at Colorado Springs.
Are they waterproof too?
They are. Water resistant. So
Well,
this is all waterproof. This is not. But they're good for the snow.
Nice.
And for, rainy days.
Yeah, I like it with the blue too.
How does it last you long,
I can feel my SI joint separating right now doing this. It's crazy. It's like adjusting. And you can do it to the music, the beats. A little self SI adjustment. All right, come on, focus. Come on, catch it closer. A little better. And we're gonna do some neutral grip floor press. Time to change shoes back out. Can you send me the data, the flex leg scissor bounce? Holla up in here. Let's go. Come on, Meg. Ugh. Where's the neutral grip? Oh, this is your music, isn't it? Quit playing. Let's go, Nick. And we're doing floor press with the neutral grip to help my shoulder because I have a lot of shoulder pain right now. So putting it back, the shoulders back in the socket, feel the floor, and coming right here. So still got a lot of like nervous system activation, but keeping my joints healthy. And then later, as my shoulder gets healthier, then we'll move to more bench press and some heavier stuff. So this at least lets me to work on some more compound lifts, upper body stuff, while not injuring myself. So we're gonna do neutral grip, and we're gonna superset this neutral grip floor press with hex bar RDL. So trying to keep the legs relatively straight and going down. And we're gonna tie some floss bands around my hamstrings too. So it's gonna cut off the circulation, which is a lot of fun and hurts. All right, let's do it. Excuse me, brah. I think it's good. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Nice. I'll show a little thigh real quick. Oh yeah. Don't act like you're not impressed. Don't act like you're not impressed. Oh man, left leg is ready. Circulation's cut off. Ah, let's go. Game time, baby. All right, RDL, straight leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good warm-up set. Good thing my legs aren't super hairy, dude. Otherwise, this would probably really hurt. Even worse. You get some knots though. Oh.
Rex got the schedule to me. You're the last of the day, so you can get your workout in.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like after the track before weights. So it's perfect. Coach Mac, can you just spot me real quick? I don't think I need a spot, but safety spot. Safety spot, brah. Safety spot, brah. All right. Oh, dude, Coach Mac, come on, man. Easy peasy, baby. We just like the emotional support sometimes. Time to get to some real weight. Another 20 kilos total. Either this shirt is getting looser the more I wash it, or I'm just getting leaner. I don't know. As long as my strength and power is up, we're good. Gosh, Beatrice. If you want to be in camera, just say something. Essentially blood flow restriction, but also because it's the floss band, it also is going to help separate some of the fascial tissue. If you have an injury in your hamstring, which I'm pretty much like almost, I think I might be healed, where like I haven't had like pain sprinting in a minute. So, or at least like the past 2 practices. But what this does is it helps break up any scar tissue, or during the rebuilding process, it makes sure that each phase of healing is good, is strong enough. So there's collagen, like when you have an injury, you have collagen that helps repair the injury, and it's kind of like building a house. You know, you have different layers to it, and the first one is more fragile, or the first one is like bigger bases, you know, and gets stronger and stronger, so it's kind of like bricks, and then filling it in with cement in between. If you look at like, you know, stucco and everything like that, so there's different layers of the tissue in the healing process. So you want to make sure that each one heals total, heals like it goes to the full stage of healing. And so this can help that process, break up anything if anything's bound, you know, if there's still any scar tissue or anything. Yeah, and then blood flow restriction. So you can still do an exercise because it holds your muscle and your fascial tissue in an area, but you still gotta glide and slide through it, contract and relax the muscles. and then you release these after, and a ton of blood, fresh new blood comes in. So more healing, more oxygen. It's super scientific. I don't want to get into it right now. All right, let's go. Feels good. Look at that. Now the blood's like rushing back in. On this side, same thing. Look how pale and white it is right there. Well, it's actually, that might just be my skin, but you can see now this area is getting red again. Helps open up the capillaries too. All right, what's the next set and rep for the floor press? 3x2, 3x1. Whoops, we were doing a little bit extra there. Not gonna, don't tell my coach that I was doing extra. All right, 70K, and then we went to 80K, and we're gonna go up again to, let's just go to 90K. Hex bar is 5x5, RDL, hex bar, floss bands. And we started at 50, 70, and then we did 90K, and then this one is, we just added 20 pounds, or 20 kilos, 110. Cool. All right, on to the next set. Come on, man. One, I got one more. I got it. All right, this one's gonna be tight. I got a little pinch there, that one's gonna be red. This has been month 2, but 1 full month. So at first I was doing it with more like deadlift and from a little bit higher boxes. And as my hamstring was healing, we decreased the depth. And then we were like, okay, now let's also straighten our legs for the RDL. So a little transition. Oh man, this one's tight. Oh yeah. Ow. Hurts so good. Oh man, dude, look at the leg. All right, you ready for this one? See how red it is? Oh. Oh yeah, I got a little burn on that one. All right, back to bench press. I'm ready when you are. Let's get it, let's get it. Let's see what we can do today. Up. Oh, good. Yeah, buddy.
Next to that guy. I need you to place that into my feet.
I'll place it anywhere you'd like. We're gonna add a little more weight on these straight leg RDLs. Make it a little tougher on me. Let's start with small increments. I gotta record the weight too, make sure I know how many sets I've been doing. Let's see, so 50, 70, 80, 90. We just did 95. We did 110 again over here, and we're about to do 115. 115K, nice. I'm gonna need an Epsom salt bath tonight. Whew. All right. One. Got it. Up. I got it. Feel it a lot in my core. Feel it a lot in my core. Or I'm gonna get a hernia. We don't want that. I don't want one of those either. The way that Dan described it, I was like, oh, you felt a tear or a pop or something?
I have a mesh right here.
Did you get surgery already? Is it better now? No?
Well, I mean, it's better than it was.
Okay. Ouch. Ha. Let's go, Nick. Okay, we're done with those. Nice. I'm actually gonna call it on that because I felt like a little burning in there on my abs. Sure as heck, bench pressing ain't worth a hernia if that's what potentially is what would happen. So on to the next one. All right, so woke up this morning, had to walk with my dog, breakfast, reading, went down to the track. It was raining, had a good sprint workout. I got better at some of the skill, like technical things I was working on today, so I was really good. I'm really happy with myself. Made some good improvements. And then did multiple jump series in the rain, which I think is really important because I think it's gonna rain in Paris. I'm calling it right now. And if it doesn't, good. But if it does, I'll be more prepared. So I had a good multiple jump routine today. Great weight room session today. 2 more exercises and I'm done for the day, and Epsom salt. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day. See you later.